welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Transylvania. Gonna do a bit of a hunt here. I've learned quite a bit more about how some of the spooky mechanics work with sound. So I thought maybe I would discuss that while I do a bit of a hunt, and then maybe it'll help you in your hunts, and maybe you can give me some feedback on if that's what you're seeing or not, and sort of compare. And yeah, we'll take a look and hopefully have a good hunt here. So first things first, we're in Aurora Woods. Just left the cabin down here, whatever that guy's name is. And I've got a few waypoints set up here. It is 5 p.m., so it's going to be supper time for the deer. 4 waypoints. That's going to be a fallow deer zone. We got a red deer zone 200 meters that way. The other fallow deer zone 300 meters, and the other red deer one 465. So I got 4 feed zones here to check. So that will be the first target for the hunt. So what we're doing now is just approaching this fallow deer one, and we're in the sneak crouch mode. And so when we're doing sneak crouch here, if we're in the open like this, not in forested areas, I've been doing some measuring and figuring out distances and everything like that. We should be good for about 100 meters without them being able to hear us. So I'm just going to check out this zone here. I'm not actually too concerned about being detected here because I don't think the fallow deer are here yet. They might be at the other zone, they might be traveling, I'm not sure. I just don't think they're here right now. I have been playing a lot more of the game, and I was trying to figure out why I got a bit more excitement for it. Some of it is with the UTV that came out, because it gives us a bit more options and another toy to play around with, and I've been trying to work it into the hunts, which I probably will do a bit later. This is all close to the cabin, so I didn't actually take the UTV. But the other thing that I unlocked, if I go in here, I got most of the perks unlocked, but the one I got here was the True Predator one, which is that if you crawl 7 kilometers, you get some bonuses, but there's 3 perks on the way there. There's Silent Crawler, 15% less noise while prone, and then to the ground, 15% less visible. Then I've been very interested in this one because this one kind of combines them together and improves them. Invisible and noiseless, but slower movement when prone. So you actually kind of have to activate this one, but you get like a sneak prone. But it says invisible and noiseless. So I'm like, no, that can't be right. So I've been using that to sort of doing some tests, just seeing how close you can actually get to these deer. So with the True Predator perk and the new UTV, and also the sort of the motivation to get more money again, since I spent most of it on the one UTV. There's other reasons to hunt now. There's actually reason to shoot the female mature deer now, because if you don't have an animal to call, you still need money now, since there's some like 3 UTVs to purchase. But a nice enough jibber jabber there. I'm just gonna go up here. Just check out this zone. I don't think they're here, so I'm just going to swing around, and then I'll probably jump back in the video when I start heading the other way here. I don't think they're here. Actually, I'll probably just pick up the pace here. We'll just go to the normal crouch speed, because if they are here, I will spook them, and that's okay, because a lot of it's just sort of, trying to find your patients and trying to guess if they're here or not. If they're not here, then yeah, sometimes it's just better off spooking them just to, discover if they actually were here or not. So we're just going to speed up a little bit here. Okay, it was just a rarely feed zone, so that's okay though. So the next goal is going to be this 236 meter feed zone here. I'm hoping that the red deer are at it. There are going to be deer at one of these, hopefully. What I'm going to do, when we're about 200 meters out, this is sort of the tactics I've been practicing here, trying to figure out the distances and like when to slow down and when to go into that True Predator crawl sort of thing. So basically, when you're in the open here, there isn't any kind of sound penalty or anything like that. So like the normal crouch walk, usually you're good until about 200 meters. So I've broken the 200 meter kind of line here. So I should really be slowing down, but lately I've been pushing it a little bit. Usually I'll try to get into closer to like 150 before I slow down. So we'll just see how it goes here. But I should be going into the slower walk or slower crouch now, which I probably will do just in case the red deer are here. As you may or may not know, red deer are the most sensitive animal in the game. Well, tied with the elk and sort of the wolves. So you always have to give these guys extra space. But if you're not in forested area and you're doing this sneak crouch, the hunter's typically putting out sound about 100 to 105 meters or so. So when the feed zone's 140 out, we're pretty much safe to just sort of cruise in here. And basically, we're just going to keep listening for any kind of stick snapping, any kind of call. And just like all my other videos, I'm not going to cut out any mistakes I make. All the successes and all the many failures stay in there. Just because I find it, I find that people kind of enjoy that they can compare their experiences with my hunting experience here, so they can learn what they've learned and sort of compare it to what I've learned, and it just kind of makes it an interesting experience, anyways, to sort of compare the hunts. So I'll visit these 3 other zones, and if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. But I'm hoping there'll be something. So I'm at a 100-meter point now. And this is where it gets a little confusing, because when you're in the forested area, you actually get a penalty to the noise modifier. Like, the hunter makes more noise in every single stance. And I've been trying to figure out what it is. It's something like 20% to 25% increase of the noise the hunter makes. None of this is verified. This is just me doing a bunch of science and math. I won't really get into how I calculate it all and figure it out, but it's kind of like a lot of testing. But it looks like I'm going to strike out on this zone as well, because the feed zone's right up there. And at this sort of noise level, doing the sneak crouch, I would have spooked the red deer by now if they were here. So this is going to be a strikeout on this zone as well. This is where it gets a little confusing in this game, trying to understand the spook mechanics and the noise, because it looks like I'm in a forested area, right? But it's really hard to tell, because sometimes it looks like a forested area, and it's obviously you're in one, but the sound modifier is not applied. Like, you're still not having that penalty on you, and then sometimes you are. So I'm still trying to sort that out. I'm thinking, like, straight ahead, that's definitely looking pretty heavy, so I'm thinking the little sound penalty is going to start applying here soon. Which means, I know it's not really like a 25% thing exact, but normally if I'm crouch walking like this, the 100-meter mark's sort of my concern part. But once that penalty applies, there's some noise there. That's just a stick snapping. But when the noise penalty applies, it becomes more like a 150-meter sort of warning thing. So instead of 100, this is like when you're going against red deer. It changes depending on animals, but I always measure it with red deer and elk because they're the most sensitive ones. I really got to be concerned about the 150-meter mark once that forest sort of penalty to noise starts to take effect. So we got them at 210 here. And what I'm going to do is mark that up so I have a nice gauge here of distance. Alright, it's almost got the first try there. So he's 210, but I got 218. So what am I at? Am I at the... I don't remember which need zone I'm actually at. Now this should be the red deer one. Yeah, so the zone's right here blinking. That could be fallow deer as well, right? Oh no, I went by the second one, didn't I? This is going to be the fallow deer one. Okay, so we should have fallow deer ahead. So it shouldn't be too bad. 200 meters out. I should be able to crouch walk into about 150 without bothering them too much. And I am playing on hunter difficulty now just because it's really hard to measure this stuff and figure it out on ranger. I've been using the hunter sense a lot just to try and test all the different spooking tests with the sound. I need that distance measurement. So there we go, we got a 190, pretty much right on that blue arrow distance. So we should still be good for another 40 meters. Okay, so we're at the 150 meter mark now approximately. We got a stick breaking at 130. So if I assume that the forest penalty's on here, we're going to have to go down into that true predator call, which is very slow. But yeah, and here's the thing with the game here. I'm not doing that. It's moving up and down on its own. It's kind of, look at this. If you are going to use this perk, you sort of have to, you know, somehow keep your head on straight here. Look at this nonsense. I am not doing that. Doing it on its own. I'm kind of glad it's doing this so I could showcase this, because I've been messing around with with this perk for a while. So normally I never do any kind of crawling, because it just doesn't really help. But with the True Predator one, you can get closer, and it is like a nice little benefit. But man, you gotta put up with this sometimes, and it's just not worth it. So I'm not sure how long I'm gonna last trying to crawl to these guys. When you're on flat terrain, it's usually not so bad, but when you're on like these hills, it's crazy. I can't even tell where I am. So 130. Okay, there we go. So 110. Normally, I would actually try and crawl where I can see him, but this is going to drive me nuts. So I'll probably try this little sneaky walk. We'll do the start-stop thing, which if you don't have the perk unlocked, this is typically your slowest and quietest way to move. Sort of sneaking in here. Now, with this approach, the wind is good, but you'd have to get up there enough so you could peek over. But by that time, you'll be probably 90 meters away, and that might spook them doing this, because right now they might already be hearing me. So it gets pretty tricky. I might actually switch to the lure and call them in, but I need more space for that. Maybe up on these rocks. Okay, I'm going to try crawling to these rocks, because I know I'm fairly safe if I'm doing the True Predator call. That's 90 meters away. See, when they're 90 meters away in the forest, and you're doing anything but this True Predator call, they can hear you, so that spook meter will start building up. So this is quite difficult if you don't have this perk to try and get in a position like this. So that's where the calls come in handy. I also noticed lately that the calls are becoming unreliable. I don't know when that started to happen. But I'm going to try the call. Whoa, so we got red deer. So we got a fallow deer. We got them both. So we got fallow deers at like 90 meters, 230 meter red deer. So they're going to be impossible to get to since the fallow deer are in the way. I can't get greedy. I'll just be lucky to get something here. Now, how do I get up on these rocks? Well, now I got roe deer. So there is actually 6 feed zones in here. I just didn't mark the roe deer. I didn't really want to go for them. I wanted something bigger. You need money. Roe deer don't pay too much. Alright, so I'm up on this rock. Those fallow deer have to be like 80 to 90 meters this way. So maybe I'll try this rock here and then I'll try a call. Okay, yeah, so there they are. There's no way to get to them from here. They're 90 meters out. Let's just try a low fit call. But this is what I've been kind of working on, kind of all day today actually. I've been in the game quite a bit. Trying to figure out how to, make approaches work where it is normally impossible for me, since I have that new perk. I mean, it does come in handy. I think, like without it, I would have been calling back there. But I was able to get within 90 meters, which means this should be effective. Hopefully. I am finding that it's less reliable lately. But if a buck doesn't come, I will switch to the doe call, because I am out here also for money, so which is also a change of experience for me. Typically money's not an issue, but I do need to gain some, that's for sure. Oh, I just spent 1,000 in-game credits too, because I don't have barely any trophies in Transylvania. I had like one, like a goose. But earlier today, I got a 498 wild boar. So it's not on video because I was just doing some of my testing and practicing things, much like hunting now. But I tried something new. Well, I was driving around with the UTV and sort of ambushing on top of it, like using it as a stand. And I did something I don't normally do. At midnight, like most all the animals go to the rest zones for 5 hours, from like midnight to 5 a.m., or at least the deer do, and the wild boar. So I went at midnight and I camped out an often rest zone for a wild boar, and I parked the UTV there. And sure enough, at midnight, all these boar came in, and one of them scored 498. So that was a pleasant surprise. Okay, it doesn't seem to be this call's working, which doesn't surprise me lately. It seems like they're just broken. Either they're not working like they used to be, or there's no low fit fallow deer in there, which is possible. But I'm going to switch to a doe because I don't really want. I could try. I guess I could try see if there's a high fit in one there, but I'd rather just go for the money right now. So I'm going to let that call expire, and then I'll probably switch to the doe call. See, they're right over that little hill there. I could attempt that true predator crawl, but even with that, 70, 60 meters pushing it, and I'm still not sure I'd get visibility on them by then. And I'd have to put up with all that head banging too. So there's 7. That's a 70 meter one, so he's closer. But I can't call again though. See, now I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll try that call again. That guy was closer than before. Now I got a deer 70 meters down here. So I don't think they're coming to this call. I think they're just kind of journeying around, nibbling on all the leaves and everything, spreading out a bit. So I'm going to switch to the doe call here. Mainly going to go for some meat for the freezer, for some money here. When you're in this kind of situation, there isn't a whole lot you can actually do. You're too close to move anywhere. You can't back out. You can't flank. And you can't get closer. So your two options are to spook them or try to call them in. Well, I guess the wind could start playing havoc too now. It was good, but it's blown that way. But they should be over here, hopefully. Not quite sure what's going on. If I got a dud for a lure here. What's going on? I wouldn't mind. Oh, no, here we are right here. Hello, you. We're going to grab the 243, and she's right behind the trees, so we got to wait for her to move. Now, do these little stick stop shots? I don't know. Hey, you. That's a hit there. Had to get her before she went back behind that tree. Let's make sure it was a good shot, just because it was a quick one. Had to zero down real quick. That scope is not made for that close a shot. Yeah, so we're good there. Alright, so a little bit of money anyways. I didn't get any kind of ID on her. Hopefully it was a mature big one. Oh, and now I think of it, you should remind me, I had a crazy shot on another wild boar. Not the big 498 one, but a different one with a 300. I actually taxidermied it so I could save the bullet cam. I should remember to show you that in the video here in a bit. It's pretty crazy because I don't ever really hunt wild boar, so I wasn't confident in my shooting. So I brought the 300 out for the wild boar, so a bit of an overkill, and I got an interesting shot with that 300. Okay, located her here. So we'll just take a look at the shot. See what we got here. Little fallow deer doe. So 243, Ed did the job for sure. Knocked out that left long, as predictable. There we go. Less than 15 meters she got brought in. What is she? Yep, mature female. They seem to be the ones that come into that call. The game kind of is forgiving for us there. It doesn't bring in the little ones, brings in the old ones. So 200. So that's an okay price for that. So the fallow deer, roe deer, and red deer all eat like close here. So I'm pretty sure the shot just sent them all flying. And it is late. I did start the hunt right at that feed zone, or that feed time. I almost never hunt that one, but I'm finding it works quite well actually. So I'm going to go back to the cabin. reset the morning, and we'll go after that red deer herd at a drink time. Well, I did want to explore the Aurora woods a bit more here, but this red deer herd drinks by the cabins. Looks like I'm just hunting around the cabin today. Let's see now. I'm just checking the map on my other screen here. They should be coming from the feed zones in that tree line. They should be coming out, and then they drink at this lake here, or down there. Now the problem with this setup though is the wind's blowing that way, so if they somehow come behind me, the wind will be blowing at them. But I'm going to take the gamble, make the big decision, that I should be able to see them come from this direction. So we're going to do a bit of an ambush style hunt here. I brought the 300 with me, so definitely suitable for the red deer. But that's my prediction. I think it's a pretty safe prediction. That probably within like 10 real-time minutes, they should be coming out of this tree line. That is my guess. The ambush style hunting is always the best, because then you get to sit here, relax, and find your box of cookies to eat. Now, you know what I just realized? There's another red deer group that comes out of the hills up here, and they also drink down here. They drink at the end of the lake here, but that's where the wind's blowing. And the trouble is they might distract me. Oh, and just what I wanted. Roe deer. You're not the red deer. But wait. Here they come. Ooh, look at that guy. Oh no, it's fallow deer. What? I was gonna say, that doesn't look like a red deer. He's got quite the paddles on. How come I'm getting, like, everybody coming out here except for the red deer I wanted? No biggie. I'm just gonna kind of take a catalog here, see if there's anybody exciting. 2-star mature, whoop-de-doo, 3-star, not a big deal. That's just a bunch of 2 and 3 stars. Alright, I kind of like the antlers on him. I don't really hunt fallow deer though. 2-star, probably a call. 2-star mature, yeah, see, they're all nothing really to write home about. Where's the red deer though? Everybody's coming out of the trees to come down for a drink. But the red deer I wanted to see. Well, I'll watch them for a minute. If they don't appear, I'll go for a fallow deer, I guess. Is there any even to like write down, like 2-star matures, not even worth recording? Not really even a 3-star mature. Yeah, see, not even worth writing these guys down. I wouldn't mind taking a couple for some money though, but where's the red deer? Well, I guess it's gonna be a fallow deer hunt today. 2-star mature there. Which one? 1, 2. This guy looks like the smaller one. Let's take him. He's in the lead. He's gonna disappear real soon. Quick shot off. Ooh, a high hit. Still counts though. That was pink blood. Is it this guy? Yes, it's that guy. Maybe I can get a second one. You're gonna slow down for me? No, you're gonna book it out of there. Oh, and he's down here. Okay, no problem. Well, that was a lot of deer to select from. How much spooks do we got going on here? Any this direction? No, they're all off that way. Alright, well, if you ever need, you know, just have the urge to shoot a deer here, just come to this cabin right here at Aurora Woods there and sit down here, drink time. They'll come trotting right out for you. Well, it looks like it might be roe deer hunting time too, so they didn't run too far. They're just out there. So we'll do a longer shot maybe on one of them with the 243 after we pick this guy up. Get some more money. What's that guy like? So that's a left lung. Yep, there's my high shot. Still counts though. Almost took out the second lung. 100 meters almost right on. He's a 61%. Not a big deal. 362, good money. 285 score, nice and low. Nothing great about those. Oh, wonky looking antlers there on the left. Alright, let's sell him off. Yeah, we might as well line up a shot in these roe deer. This is the kind of situation where I would do some kind of test where I would try to see how close I could sneak up to them, but I kind of already did that test. A roe deer is sensitive and not super sensitive, so if I did that little super slow crawl maneuver there, what's it called, true predator, I'd get between 70 and 50 meters. I kind of already know that. And some of the reason I've been testing that is because I want to know what it'd be like if they actually had bows to the game, to see if you could actually get in range. You sort of have to be within 70 meters for bows, so, and you can do it. It would just be a different experience. So I got about 200 meters. Can I get a read on these? Okay, I'm just going to sit here and pick one out here. Okay, I got a 2-star sitting broadside. There's actually a 4-star here. I need to record him down because he might go 5-star, and I think it's pretty rare to get a 5-star roe deer. Let's slide down for this shot. We got a 200-meter shot. Wind to the right. 243 is out. Should be more than enough. And I just lost which one it was. It's probably this guy, right? And, wait, that didn't sound like a roe deer. Is there somebody else calling? I know that one did a call, but... Ooh, what's going on here? Now I can't lift my scope up anymore. That's great. Which one was it? I think it was... I don't know, I gotta check again. Okay, it is this guy. He turned. Oh, there he goes. Don't need the 100 cents on for this. Wind to the right. Let's wait for him to pause. Should be able to put it in there. What's the 100 cents say anyways? Just a slight pull to the right. Whoop. Wrong button again. Oh, there he is there. I think it was a good hit. I think it was a little far back. He's running there though. Still running. Uh-oh. Let's go check it out. Oh, I did indeed mess up that shot. I'm not sure what I hit. I know he's not going to survive, but it's not a lung hit, so I messed that one up. Oh, it might be a bleed out on the spine, or it might be like back in the stomach. I don't actually know. I'm gonna guess I was high and it was a spine shot. No, here he is, and we're about to find out. Little 2-star roe deer buck. What do we got? No, liver. Okay. So the shot wasn't as bad as I thought. The liver shot is an acceptable shot to make. It was just a hit back there. I guess he stepped or I jerked to the right or so. Liver shot still fine though. 243 did the job. Good. Ooh, 87%. So he's just a new mature. So he probably only would have got 4 stars, so that's not a big deal anyways. But that's a good strong herd then. So that's cool. I marked down that 4-star there to come back later and check on. Alright, so probably got time for one more hunt then. What we're going to do is switch it up a little bit. There is a lake almost 1.5 kilometers that direction. We're going to be using a little UTV here. So with the UTV, you can pull into about, under 400 meters of it. So I've been using the UTV quite a bit to hunt actually. I'll pick out a zone where they are. It's still drink time. And there's a lake up here, so I should be able to pull the UTV actually up to 300 meters or so to that lake. So you can just kind of drive it up and then do your approach from there. And after you've done your shot, you get back in the UTV and track down the harvest. And this will be a good approach to the lake. Ooh, because the wind will be in our face. I think red deer, roe deer, and fallow deer all go to this lake as well. I've never been to it though. But if we can maneuver through these trees, when I get to 400, 300 meters, I will park the UTV and we'll do an approach to the lake. Okay, so 300 meters should be good. We'll do a bit of a jog here. And probably switch to the normal crouch speed about 200 meters. Actually, we'll go crouch a little sooner, 220 or so. Because I'm betting there's got to be some deer drinking up here. And since I'm fairly certain something's up here, I am going to go a bit early on the sneak crouch. And we'll just kind of approach slowly here. There's got to be something drinking up here. Okay, I'm not sure where the lake is. The map has it right right on that red dot. I don't see water. Is it dipped down, I guess? Well, maybe that's water there. So far, no sounds or anything though. So where is everybody hiding? This is gonna be a little disappointing. No one's here. There's like 4 herds that are supposed to come down to the little lake. No stick snapping. Nobody yelling at me. The UTV's too far away. It wouldn't have spooked anything. Plus, the hunter sense was on, so... What's going on here, computer game? Where's all the deer? Maybe they're like hanging back. You know, pretending to get a drink. Maybe they knew I was coming. Yeah, no. No, UTV was far enough away, I wouldn't have done it. I was wondering if they're like hanging back from their drink zone. Well, whenever I encounter this, it usually means that the deer are still at the previous need zone. So they're gonna, as I marked the 2 feed zones, the fallow deer are supposed to come out of there down to this water. No noises or anything. Now, the roe deer are on this side, so I quite possibly could have spooked them while driving through, because I did kind of drive through right in the middle of their zone. Wait, I thought I heard something. Spin around. Oh, there they are. I knew you'd guys be here. They're coming down from that feed zone. Okay. And I don't want to spook them, so we're gonna hide for a second. Let them calm down a bit, because I stirred them up. Yeah, they're just late to the party. They're just coming down now. You guys are too slow. It's a good hour and a half since you're supposed to be here. I did see a 1-star mature. Look at all these bucks in here. So there is a call to happen. Nothing really exciting popping out here. We got some 3-star matures. Nothing really to record. I do use the tool kit, the toolbox, to record some things, but I got out of the habit of recording everything. Because you only really need to record, you know, any special ones. So let's use the 243 on this guy. We got a 150 meter shot. We got wind pulling to the right. And bring that down. And let's put that home here. Or you're going to step in the way, aren't you, doe? Alright, good blood. Mark up. Oh, jumped around. Oh, there he is right there. He's having some trouble. Kicking up in dust. Oh, I looked away for a second. Did he come back up out of there? Or is that where he landed? Oh, let's go find out. Oh yeah, there he is. He didn't come back up again. Alright, so that's just a call. We'll go check on our shot. I don't know where it landed, just a lung shot. Was it good? It was far back, okay. I thought I was a bit forward though. Oh wait, I know. Yep, no, I shot back because I thought the wind was going to carry it a bit. And it didn't, so surprise for me. We got a good right lung knockout. Actually, that would have been pretty close actually, to not taking him out. Oh well, good job 243, did the job, 50%, 334, 246 score, more money, awesome. Alright, so I think that'll be it for this episode. I'm just running up here on this hill because there's like a little tower or something to unlock. Yeah, so just a bit of a hunt. I might actually release a couple extra episodes maybe this week. We'll see how the time's going. Just because, like I was saying earlier, I got kind of re-energized for the game here, and I don't really know why. It was I got that perk unlocked, and I wanted to do a bunch of testing with it to try and like measure those distances. And then the UTV came out, so then I could jump on top of it and do some ambush hunting. And then I got that big boar, but I've been playing a whole lot more now. And some of it's to try and save up money for whatever else comes next. Yeah, so I think, maybe I'll just do some more regular content with just sort of me hunting and jibber-jabbering like I am now. Because lately it seems like the videos are just about, when something happens. But I like kind of mix it up there, do like a video about the new and exciting stuff that happens in the game. There's just a bit of a down part to that game when the devs are all on holidays and everything like that. So hopefully we get some more news soon on like the next map coming or something like that, because that'll be very exciting. How about in the meantime, I'll probably do, or I plan on anyways, just doing some normal hunts, because I know some people enjoy them, just because I remember watching hunting videos simulators back with the Hunter Classic like 10 years ago. And I remember when I started playing that game, I always enjoyed watching other people play just because I could compare like my type of hunts with theirs and learn by seeing what they're doing, and then kind of share feedback back and forth, and all learn the game. So it's just kind of a fun thing to do. And I just, as you can probably tell, I just kind of wing these videos. There's no much planning. It's like, I'll just push record, do a video, see what happens, and pretty much leave most of it in. Everything in that's eventful. But anyways, it's fun anyways. I'll quit jibber-jabbering because I keep talking forever. So anyways, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and take care.